And I came into the room and she's out of the trap. She's out of the trap, guys. How does this happen?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It's 6 a.m. This is what's going on. She was quiet all night. You okay? You okay, honey? So she moved all this around because she was trying to get out. I watched the security camera footage earlier. I just gave her water and I gave her a Shiba because Stella loves Shibas. They're kind of stinky. I'm trying to give her some food here. Like, she's obviously not happy. So what I was saying was that I looked at security camera footage from overnight and she spent 2 hours. 2 hours trying to get out of this trap in this cage. I did put a security camera underneath the cover on this side so I could see pretty much this half of the trap. Okay, she's eating from the spoon. Good. She had a chew and a squeeze up, and I tried putting the spoon through here, but she won't go here. She feels safe in this part. I'll get you some more, okay? I'll be right back. I just brought in a Shiba, and the piece fell on the floor. Here, it's on the floor. Eat it off the floor. She only wants to eat off the spoon. Here. Eat the piece on the floor. Here. She doesn't want to eat out of the bowl. She doesn't want to go to that other part of the trap. At least she's eating. I'm happy she's eating. She's very hungry. I'm trying to feed her like food that's really wet, which is why I was giving her the churros and the squeeze-ups. Trying to direct her to the food on the ground. She's really enjoying this. She's biting the spoon, kind of. But that's okay. She's just very hungry. She really did not eat much yesterday when she came back. Maybe she ate like a little bit of a squeeze up. Okay, maybe she smells the other food. I put the cover back on so she could go there. She's such a nice cat. She's a very, very nice cat, and with some work and training, she would be an amazing house cat. You know, none of the outside cats were happy when they first came inside, and obviously they're not going to be happy when they're in a cage like this and confined. So when I was watching the security camera footage overnight and I was watching her trying to bust out of this cage, you know, being empathic, all I felt was her confinement and how trapped she feels, like how confined and restricted she feels. I felt so bad for her, and she definitely wants out. And I can't blame her because, you know, her life has been the great outdoors and all that freedom, and now for her to be so confined and so constricted, especially with the cover on the trap, I mean, that just makes it, I think it makes it worse, and I felt like she felt like it made it worse because it does feel more confining. And I know they say that feral cats, you know, oh, it keeps them calm and they like it better, but, you know, I don't know. If I didn't have that security camera pointed at this trap all night, I would not know that she spent 2 hours struggling to get out, because I would think, oh, she was quiet all night, everything was fine. She just wasn't making enough noise to wake me up or to wake the other cats up, because they were all like sleeping somewhere in my room, either in the penthouse or on the bed or something. So it wasn't until this morning around 6 a.m. when she started meowing that, you know, we were alerted to something. So she's really enjoying this, and I think she's starting to pay a little bit of attention to the other bowl of food. I don't want to give her too much at once. They said to just give her like a third of her normal food. All right, so this is good for now. That's a Shiba. That's good, right? You done? So at the vet, they put the towel in here, which is nice. Maybe I'll do that for the next one. Instead of just a wee pad, I'll put a towel. Okay, you want more food? You want a little baby food? It's cold. And try that. It's very cold. It's from the refrigerator. I think I'm gonna let me go get another Shiba for you, okay? Actually, you know what? I don't want to give her too much food, but she's really, really hungry. She didn't eat yesterday. All right, go eat out of here. Here. Come here. I'm putting the spoon here to direct her to the food. Here. Here. I just put some baby food on the spoon. I'm waving it around near the bowl. She sees it, but she's like afraid of that part. And she's looking at the cover. She's like, what's that cover? Want it? Come on. Oh, you'll eat it here? Yeah, she'll eat it here. She doesn't want to go there. I'm going to take the cover off completely and see if she'll go to the other side. So she only... Okay, look. Is she gonna go? Is she gonna drink the water? I took the cover off entirely. She keeps looking at the window. Obviously, they're so smart. They know they want to go out. Okay, you gonna eat the food? What I was thinking of doing is using the isolator to push her back a little. If I push her back enough that I could then fit the food and water here, she could eat it on this side. She's afraid to go into this side. Come on, you want to come over here? Come on. Come over here. Here. The problem is that they make it too narrow here for me to get it through. Look, she's trying to eat it through. It's so narrow. Okay, here. There we go. There you go. All right, I'll shut the window. I'll shut the window. I know, it's horrible. I'm with you on this. I'm with you. I think it's horrible. Here. So if I put it in vertically, it does go through. Come on. Come on over here. Come over here. Drink your water. Come on, drink water. Come on, you could do it. You could do it, come on. You could do it. Here. Well, the nice thing about the baby food is it does stick to the spoon in a like vertical position. The Shiba would just fall off. Here. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Don't be afraid. Come here. Come here. Yeah. It's a nice room. It's a nice room. You've almost graduated. You've almost graduated. Do you know you've almost graduated? You're almost there. Tonight will be 24 hours in here. Tomorrow will be 48 hours. And then we could let you out on Friday. I don't want to let her out at night. And I'd rather wait until daytime on Friday. You okay? You're doing so good. You're doing so good. Okay, let me see if I could scoot you over, and I'll give you your food and water over here, okay? Okay. Okay. So I just isolated her in this part, just to be sure she's not going to run out of like this cage in the trap, because if she runs out of the cage in the trap, I don't know how I'm going to get her back in. So the cage part is actually a little wider than the trap part, so these fit absolutely perfectly. She let me position it. I had my fingers all around there, and she was not trying to swat at me or anything. She's just being really patient. And I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm not telling anyone else to do anything that I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm just documenting this journey, that's all. So all I need to do is pull out this divider, and then she'll have access to the food and water. Let's see if she'll eat and drink now that it's in this little transfer cage where she feels safer. So I tried giving her some food with the spoon. She doesn't want to eat it, you know. It's new for her to have this here. At least she's quiet. I just want her to be quiet. Hopefully the painkiller is still working. They said they gave her a 24-hour painkiller. She had the Convinia injection. So hopefully that's working. It seems like the anesthesia is worn off. Maybe she'll get some sleep now that she ate a little bit of food. That's what's going on here. Maybe I'll put the divider in here and try to straighten this up a little bit. It's kind of a mess. So this is where I had the security camera pointed last night. I put it at this end. I thought it would be able to see through the entire thing, but because of this wire in between, it only saw until around here, so it saw like half of it, but I was definitely able to see what was going on in this half, and I'm glad I had the camera there. Okay, so I straightened out this side. I pulled the rug closer this way and straightened up the newspaper mess. I'm still thinking about swapping that out with the cat litter. I also don't know how much she's been eating. Like, I know yesterday all day, I mean, all she had was a squeeze up. And then the day before, when she was in the trap, all she had was a jar of baby food and a squeeze up and a churro. That potentially might be all she ate all day. I don't know if she ate anything earlier in the day. I don't know if she pooped before I trapped her. Like, I don't know what she did. So it's really hard to tell. I'm just happy she's calm and quiet. That's the goal. She's probably happy that she ate some food and there's food right in front of her. Like, I'd be completely happy if she just hung out here with her food and water. Maybe she's waiting for me to leave. I want to say that look at this. I'm really close. I'm kind of at her level. I'm like crouched really low. So what I was going to say is that I met the vet and the vet techs before they did her surgery, and they seemed really nice. The vet seemed really knowledgeable. He's a pretty young vet, and he was just, he seemed very professional with everything he told me, and I asked him to be pretty conservative with the ear tipping, and they did a very nice job with that. I don't know if you could see it. Can you see her? I don't know what it's focusing on, guys, but they did a very nice job on her left ear. At least I think they did. They took a little bit off. It reminds me of Boo's. I mean, Boo's was not done properly because it was bleeding for weeks afterward. But with hers, they definitely took some off, so you could see it, but it's not like an excessive amount, which I was explaining to them. I was like, you know, you okay? She was looking out the window again, but I shut the curtains. So she's had enough food now. That'll be 2 Shibas, a squeeze up, and a churro. But you see, she ate it because I put it here. What are you looking at? You looking around the room? I know you want to go outside. I know you want to go out. I'll move that out of your way. I know you want to go out. And you're doing so good. You're doing so good. I'm thinking maybe I'll put some chicken broth in here. Not right now. No. You're okay. I know. You want me to put your cover on? I'll put the cover back on. Let me put your cover back on, okay? So I sprayed the cover with some pet remedy, which helps to calm the cats. And I sprayed that with some pet remedy. So hopefully she'll calm down a little bit. I need to start my day. She had enough food for now. She had 2 Shibas. I could always give her food in a little while. I don't want to give her too much at once. So I'm just going to leave her like this. I'm going to shut the light off. I need to bring a smaller lamp in here or plug in the Christmas lights. When Ditto was in here, I had Christmas lights. It gave it just like a nice glow in here, like enough to see and everything. So, okay, you just want to poke out here? You want more food? You have food in your bowl, okay? You're good here? You want me to leave you a little window? Cats like windows. I'll leave you a window. You want a window? Okay. All right. So right now she's quiet. She likes her little window. And I'm going to go clean this up and start my day. I'm actually happy she woke me up when she did because I didn't set an alarm today. I totally forgot. And so it was good that she woke me up. I got some pretty good sleep last night. Not as much as I would like, but enough. Here's Boo, who's right outside the door. He's very concerned. He's very concerned because we know how Boo is with meowing kittens, right, Boo? He is very upset. It's 7:10 a.m. I just got out of the shower and I came into the room and she's out of the trap. She's out of the trap, guys. How does this happen? This is secured. This is secured. This is secured. This is all secured. That's all secured. How does a cat get out of this trap? Like, this is not funny. How the hell did this cat get out of this trap? She's underneath the day sofa right now. There's no way for a cat to get out of this trap. This is like Boo when Boo got out of the carrier. At least with the carrier I could see, but look at this. You can't get out. There's no way. There's no way to get out of this trap. I feel like this is a freaking joke. She was quiet before I got in the shower. Took me 15 minutes to shower. I got out of the shower and I heard her meowing. And I was like, that's weird. The meowing sounds like it's coming from closer to the door. And it is coming from closer to the door because she got out of the trap. So she was around here when I walked in, and then she jumped up here like she was trying to go out the window. And now when I came in, she's hiding under the day sofa, which is exactly what Ditto used to do. Holy moly. I have no idea how she got out. I mean, this is a mystery. I do have a security camera pointed at the trap, so I'm going to have to look at it and hopefully see something. How the hell does a cat get out of this trap? did you get out? So I just looked at the security camera footage and this is what happened. So she was trying to get out while I was in the shower, and she was trying to get out there, and then she came over here and she found out that if she pushes this part up, and this is pretty heavy for, she's only a 7-pound cat. So she pushed the top of this up with her head, which creates an opening over here, and she climbed out here. So that's my fault because I should have used this to clip this inside piece on here. But this doesn't really reach. I mean, if I go here, look at that. Even if I clip this here, I mean, it makes a little bit of an opening. Potentially she could not get out. There's no clip. Oh yeah, there's a clip on this side. Okay, well, it helps it a little bit, but there's still quite a bit of play there. So the issue is that I don't remember seeing, when I watched an instructional video. So I watched an instructional video for this setup, and at no point did it say to use these to secure this. I'm gonna have to go and look at the instructions again, because I did not see anything that said that at all. So mystery solved, and now I know for future cats to make sure that this is definitely securely in place and secured with these clips. I guess the farther I stretch the clip, the less this will come up. Well guys, it's not like we haven't been through this before. When I was taking a shower, I was thinking about how much she reminded me of Ditto. And look how much she reminds me of Ditto. This is exactly what Ditto did. So the only thing I could do is reset the trap with food in the trap and hope she goes back in. But you know what? She's really smart. She's very smart, so I don't know if she's going to go back in. So I'm cleaning this part out, and she might have peed on the training pad. It's all wet, and it was nowhere near the water. So that could be another reason why she was crying. This is all from the water. So it looks like this is the training pad I had put in there, and then this is a training pad from the vet. So I don't know if she peed at the vet's office or she peed overnight. It doesn't really have like a cat pee smell. I mean, just a very slight odor. So I'm gonna, here's the plan right now. I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'm gonna put this litter back in. This is the Kitten Attract litter, because she really enjoyed laying on it in here. So I'm gonna put it back in here, and maybe she'll go back in and lay in the litter, in which case, if she does, I'm just gonna put the door on for now until I could get everything reconnected. It has not even been 24 hours yet, so I'm not gonna let her back outside. She's still under the effects of like the painkiller and stuff. And for female cats, I mean, the average is definitely 48 hours. So I would like to keep her in at least overnight again tonight. I could let her out around 5 p.m. tomorrow, or even in the afternoon, maybe sometime between 3 and 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's an option. But the biggest problem I have right now is getting her back into the trap or this recovery cage. And if I can't do either of those, if I can't get her in the trap or the recovery cage, she might have to just live in this room for a while. Or I mean, I don't want to do what I did with Ditto, which was open the window and then let him go out the window. I mean, I could because she obviously wanted to go out the window. When I was looking at the security camera footage, she jumped up here and she was like looking over here. Thankfully, she didn't fall down. At least I didn't see anything on the security camera because Ditto did that. Ditto tried to get under these curtains and then he fell. And then she was like looking over here. So like she obviously knows those are windows. She's looking for a way out. So she's not supposed to be jumping. She just had her surgery and that's the other issue. Like she's not supposed to be jumping up here. She should not be jumping out of like a window with a larger drop. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I'll just go about my life and leave her in this room until she goes into the cage or the trap and then take her out that way, even if it's an extra day or two. Right now I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know what's going to happen next. I did not expect this. No. I just wiped out the bottom of this with a wipe and I put a training pad in and I put this back in with the kitten attract. Not that I want her laying in that, but I do want her to go into either this recovery cage or the trap. So it is what it is. If she goes in here, if I find her laying in here, then I can shut this and then scoot her out into the other part and like reconnect them. So there she is under the day sofa and she has a pom-pom. Was that pom-pom always there? Or did she just find it? I was thinking about giving her a cat toy, but they say don't give a cat catnip before surgery. But it's after surgery. She actually looks pretty relaxed right now. Like maybe she'll get some sleep, like her eyes are closing. Okay, we'll see what happens. Maybe she'll sleep. So for Ditto, I used to put a blanket down here like a quilt. I used to put let me go see what I have. So I did not set up this room for a cat to be out of the cage or the trap. Normally I would take off all the bedding and put on some kind of temporary bedding. Like with Ditto, I had everything covered with towels. I don't know if this cat is litter box trained, so maybe I'll do that after I finish getting ready for my day. This was Ditto's. This was given to Ditto, and after he passed, I put this through the wash. It goes through the washing machine, so it's nice and clean. And I grabbed a pink blanket out of the closet. These are some of the Dollar Tree blankets that I had purchased quite a bit of. This one has a hole in it. I was in a Dollar Tree yesterday, and they don't have these anymore, but these are really great to use with cats because they're so inexpensive, and they are lightweight, and the cats do like them. I have a bunch of beautiful quilts and little blankets from Sharon, but my cats like to use those, and I have them, all over the house. I did put one underneath the day sofa for Ditto, but I just, I don't like to see them getting ruined. So I just like to use the cheap ones from the Dollar Tree if it's a situation where, there might be a lot of staining or soiling or something like that. Like, I don't know if she's going to go in here and, I'm not saying she's going to pee on herself or something, but so anyway, I'm going to put this underneath the day sofa if she wants to lay on something soft. So here she is, and then here's the bed. She can lay in the bed if she wants to. I'm going to rebait the trap, so I have some tuna on this plate and I have some shredded chicken. So I'm going to basically set it up like I had it outside with the tuna in the back and then a trail of shredded chicken leading up to it. So there's the setup. There's tuna with a little bit of chicken at the back, and I put some cardboard in here because I heard that the cats like it better than newspaper, and you can actually extend the trip plate by putting cardboard over it, because if they step here, it can depress the cardboard, which can depress the trip plate. We'll see. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. So there's chicken, chicken, and chicken. And this piece of cardboard fit absolutely perfectly, and it arrived yesterday in an order that I had placed with Imperfect Foods. And I normally just put it out for recycling, but I kept it. I was like, I might need cardboard for something. Sure enough, perfect fit. So this trap is set. And I have the Kitten Attract litter in there. I might put some fresh litter on top of that. And there she is. I just rewatched the video from the company that I bought this transfer cage from and the connecting piece. And this is their instructional video. Nowhere does it say to secure the connecting piece with any of the clips. It does not say that at all, anywhere.
The two are connected, giving the cat a piece to simply slide down through the sliding door slots. Now the two are connected, giving the cat free rein between both. You can now remove the trap divider. The cat has a nice area to go to the bathroom, away from the inside of the cage where it can recover. When you need to change it again, get the cat in the front, section him off, and then simply just pull up on the slide. Remove the tray and replace it with a new one.
See? So nowhere did it say to make sure that the connector is fastened with the clips. Even when I was reading reviews about the transfer cage and the connector, nobody in any of the reviews said to make sure that the connector was clipped in. Nowhere. And I read like every review on both items before I made the purchase. So just to let you know, this is a warning. If you're using the connector with the transfer cage, make sure it's clipped in place. And this is the website where I purchased it, livetrap.com. It was $39.75 for that piece. And in the description, it has the same video I just showed you. And in the description, it also says just slide it into place. It does not say anything about making sure it is secured with clips. It's 8:25 a.m. and she's been nice and quiet since she's been under the day sofa. It's been very peaceful. So I'm going to just let her be. I have to get all the other cats ready for their day. There's Boo. He's very concerned. They need to be brushed. Here's Stella. She's been hanging out with me while I've been getting dressed and getting ready. So they need to be brushed. The brush is downstairs, and then I'll give them some playtime downstairs, and then they'll eat their breakfast, and then I have to put food out for the outside cats. I might do that first, because I want to keep the outside cats on a schedule so they continue to come around so I could get the other ones trapped. And it's a little bit late. I've been putting out food earlier than this, so I might feed them first and then the inside cats. Boo's so funny. So I woke up at like 3 a.m., right, Boo? And I realized, I was like, what do I have next to me? It was Boo. He was all curled up. He was all curled up like in my arms practically. It was so cute. Like the way that I was sleeping, I was like, oh my gosh, he was curled up right next to like my stomach and right in front of me. He was spooning with me, right, Boo? So then I couldn't move for a while. You know how sometimes you want to just like change the position you're sleeping in? I didn't want to disturb him, so then I was up for, I don't know, maybe an hour. That's when I checked the security camera footage, and I saw that Sammy had been trying to get out of that trap for like 2 straight hours. Right, Boo? Boo's very concerned. It's another rainy, cold day out. Today is supposed to be the last day of rain, and then hopefully it'll be sunny tomorrow. The past few days we've got the remnants of Hurricane Ian that has come through, and I think that's the name of the hurricane. And yeah, so it's been cold, it's been rainy, and yeah, it's just been really miserable. I just put a plate of food out, and there's one of the torties. Their winter coats are coming in because they're filling out more. Also, they've obviously been eating regular meals. Oh, there's the other tortie. So that must have been Goldie. That looks like Ziggy. And then that's maybe Ringo. It's hard to tell. So 3 of them smelled the food, came running, so that's good. So 1 down, 6 to go. My next appointment is next week. I was going to make an appointment for 2 cats, but I don't have enough certificates. In case I trapped 2 females, I don't have 2 female certificates. I need to order another one today. And they're not cheap. These certificates are like $180, $185 for a female, around there. So, you know, it adds up when you're buying multiple. I've already purchased 2 males and 2 females. I still have 2 males, and I have 1 female certificate left. And if I put 2 traps out, and if I catch 2 females, I need 2 female certificates. So, yeah, we're gonna have to see. I mean, again, I'm taking it one day at a time. I gotta figure out the situation with Sammy. I don't know what's going on there. So 3 cats were brushed this morning, and that's all that came off of them combined. That's how you know they're building up their winter coats. Way less hair on the brush when you brush your cats. It's 9 a.m. I just looked outside and the platter of food is empty. So I'm going to put 1 more platter of food out there. And if I was not working from home, none of this would be possible. I would not be able to do these TNRs. I would not be able to feed the outside cats as well. Yeah, I would not be able to do pretty much any of this. I would not be filming videos. So it's only because I'm working from home that I now have the flexibility to do this. It's also because the work that I've been doing allows me a very flexible work schedule. So if I need to work later into the evening, I can do that. If I need to get up early and get some work done on a computer, I could do that. So I feel like I'm in a unique situation here. I just refilled the platter, and the table works really well as far as keeping food dry, because even though it's really wet outside, that platter stayed dry. I put another can of food on it, a bunch more dry food, and Ziggy came over to me while I was doing that. But then it started raining, and then she ran off because it started raining heavier. And I don't know who is with her. I don't know who the other cat is. It's hard to tell. It is absolutely pouring out. It's raining really heavy right now. I'm glad that Sammy's not going back outside into this. "9:30 a.m. Boo just did this. He vomited up his breakfast. We know he has a nervous stomach. He was a nervous wreck today with Sammy crying so much this morning, so I guess I should have expected this. So I just reset the day sofa with towels. I got rid of many of the towels that I was using with Ditto. The white ones were quite stained. I only have these 2 left. And then the ones that were color towels, a lot of them had a lot of they were all pulled and they were just in really bad shape, so I got rid of them. But I found these downstairs. So I covered the day sofa with towels. I took the quilt off because I don't want it getting ruined. You know, I don't know if she's going to have any accidents on it. I'm just, taking any precaution that I can. Also, it smells like Boo. Boo, sleeps on this quilt, even though I put a blanket on it for him. He spends a lot of time in this quilt. The other cats have spent time in this quilt. So I think by getting their smells out of the room, that could help, keep her calmer. I gave her a bowl of fresh water, and then I moved whatever was against this wall kind of out of the way. I moved this over a bit. I moved the power station out. So if she jumps up here and does what Ditto did, which is fall down, there's nothing immediately under her that will injure her. So hopefully she won't do that. I'm just trying to take precautions. And I did open the curtains just to let some light in. And as I was changing the bedding on the day sofa, this is what she did. She just moved herself over into the corner. She's very scared, so I'm just going to let her be. I put a blanket where she was, so if she wants to go lay there, she can. So there's food in the trap. There's water. The litter box is in the transfer cage, and I might come back a little bit later, maybe around lunchtime, and give her a little bit of food under here. That's what I did for Ditto, and it helped relax him a little bit. I forgot to mention that I also found a pack of these wand toys downstairs. I bought them for Boo a few years ago, and then I totally forgot that I had them. So I just put this together. The wand comes in 2 pieces, and it has this string, which is not fishing wire, so it's good because Simba can't chew it up. And then it has this. Boo loves this. Now, when I was playing with the cats outside the other day, Sammy was really interested in playing, but she was a little shy about it. And let's see what happens now. You want to play, Sammy? She's looking at it. I don't know if she prefers birds or mice or pom-poms like Simba. I have to see if I have one of those other wand toys that Boo likes. The one that has like wiggly worms on the end of it. I don't want to scare her, but sometimes playing makes the cats like forget about themselves. And that's like how I first got to pet Splash and Simba. Because when I was playing with them with wand toys, they kind of, forgot themselves and forgot they were afraid of me and came really close to me and then, let me pet them. So sometimes, they say cats can really only focus on one thing at a time. So if they're focusing on a toy and hunting, they're not going to be focused on their fears. She's following it, which is good. I'm just going to leave the toy there like that. And if she wants to come over to it and play with it, she can. It's feathers. Before I leave the room, I put her leftover breakfast tray in here with her. So the food is closest to her. There's a little bit left. And then the water is over here. So she doesn't have to leave or go far to have some more food and water. Chances are she could be under here for days. So within 5 minutes of me leaving the room, she moved out of the corner where she was. She smelled the blanket I put down on the floor. It looks like she moved into the bed that I put under the day sofa. I also checked the main camera, so I did not see her by the windows. I'm going to go in, I'm going to peek and see if she's in the round bed. There she is. She's laying on the bed. Hello, Sammy. I hope you get a nice nap, okay? You need to take a nap. I gave you a nice soft bed, so you take a nice nap, okay? Okay. It's 11:15 a.m. and here's Boo. He's relaxing on the bed with me. I need to get my day started. So I was just checking on Sammy and she was asleep. Like her head was down and she was like totally asleep in the bed. But I walked into the kitchen to get this camera and I walked past her room. So I think that woke her up. She's still on high alert. Hey, Boo. So I'm just going to try to keep everything nice and quiet and calm today. So hopefully she'll get sleep. We have to remember she's been living outside and probably sleeping during the day. A lot of times feral cats are nocturnal because it's safer for them to sleep during the day and be out hunting and roaming at night. Right, Boo? That's what she used to do, right? Right? Boo says right. It's 12:30 p.m. I'm checking on Sammy. See her? She's sleeping. She looks so comfortable. I'm glad she's happy. She's in a nice, warm, comfortable bed. She feels safe under the day sofa. Much better than being in a trap or a cage. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.